time to say farewell since Warren Buffett recently verified what I've been saying all along. Hi there, lovely individuals. Greetings, moneymakers. I want to briefly discuss Warren Buffett, his philosophy on markets, and how we may apply his lessons and insights to the cryptocurrency market. I like to switch things up on Saturdays, so this is a little different from what we usually do. On Saturday, I try to add a little bit extra spice since I know that news-wise, Saturday nights are a little bit slow. Since it's always crucial to keep things interesting in a relationship, we like to add a little spice to things. It shouldn't remain stale. Best. We will be discussing Warren Buffett. We will discuss how we might examine XRP and attempt to consider what we can apply to XRP or more generally in our stock investments or cryptocurrency holdings based on what Warren has taught us. It's also intriguing since in the last 2 years, he has somewhat changed. After graduating from school, he invested in the book written by Benjamin Graham, who was also his mentor, correct? It's called The Intelligent Investor, I believe. And Warren was a pupil of Benjamin Graham before making some minor adjustments. He was slightly more animated. Technology was not an investment made by Benjamin Graham, Warren did. Additionally, they have certain indicators that they use to evaluate businesses and make purchases, although he has been more active. Furthermore, I believe that the next generation of investors will be even more astute than Warren since we will have access to resources that he did not. We will have a great deal more information. AI tools will enable us to examine businesses much more quickly and make better decisions. What could Warren do then? Or businesses or cryptocurrency? Therefore, I believe that we will have an advantage over that generation and others who can exploit it. We will be ahead of everyone else. There will be many people who will figure out how to use AI for investing, but the most successful will be those who execute it with excellence. All right. And we can apply that to XRP and stocks and cryptocurrency. You know, I don't just talk about one thing, you know, try to tell you the entire tale, don't you think? Because in my view, investing in only one item while keeping binaries in mind is not the path I want to go. I am a strong believer in diversification. My motto is that's how I make investments. You are free to do things in a different way if you so choose. As usual, this is not financial advice. Before making an investment, always conduct your own research. I can see how effective Warren has been. I saw how my elders and other people in my life have achieved great success by following Warren's example. Compared to Warren, something is slightly different. Therefore, there are some lessons that we can learn from him. As you may know, if you're new to the channel, I like to occasionally share the thoughts or lessons of someone else, someone I admire with the country. I would like to show you a video from the Berkshire Hathaway conference where Warren discusses a topic. You know, there's always that famous phrase from Warren that I don't currently have in front of me. The most well-known saying, which caused me to pause for a moment, was to be afraid of greedy people and to only be greedy when others are. Because of this. Correct. It remains up. And Warren, you know, he's been outperforming the NASDAQ and outperforming, you know, the growth stocks in 2020, which made people laugh at him. But in the end, he emerged victorious when everything began to go south and his businesses were leading the way. He thus merits our regard, in my opinion. We can learn a lot from him and he deserves our attention. He is an extremely pro crypto, thus I don't agree with what he says. However, I believe that he simply does not belong to that generation. That school does not have him, correct. As if he wouldn't, perhaps his successor would. Benjamin Graham, his mentor, refused to spend money on technology. You're examining the opinions of Larry, Trump, and other individuals in the 60-75 age group who are suddenly becoming aware of the cryptocurrency business. He's a touch too high, isn't he? He's on the other side for that. He won't change his mind completely, but people in their 70s, 80s, and 90s can change their thoughts a little bit and perhaps make a final push. Well, throughout the later years, you know, additionally, I think it's crucial to, you know, leave a legacy for my children and the future generation and so, you know, I'm constantly thinking about that. I'm always doing that. But this is about me specifically. I'm not going to get a Lamborghini or a home because, well, that's just not me. I'm not like that. Well, if that's what you want to do and what your goals are, then you are. Have your objectives and I'll have mine. When we both accomplish our goals, it will be lovely. It will be fascinating to watch what Berkshire Hathaway does after he retires. And we can try to apply his lessons to our stock and cryptocurrency investing, as well as to our lives in general. We also have no idea what the market will bring, as you mentioned. No one is aware. Furthermore, we have no idea what geopolitical developments will occur. We have no idea how the world will turn out. Therefore, we must make plans based on it. It's crucial to keep that in mind, isn't it? Keep in mind that I will never message you on social media to ask you to send me money or join up for anything. They are con artists. Be extremely cautious out there, please. For more cryptocurrency updates, remember to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you watching. Next time, I hope to see you. Let's make a lot of money, as I usually say.